looks good.
Alright, so today we are outside.
In the wilderness.
Okay. Hi, hello.
Hello.
Anyway, yeah, like I was saying, we're outside.
We're at a very nice, calm park.
Yeah. I was about to say where we are. Okay, we're not gonna do that, but so yeah, we're just gonna do like a live update. We have some wine.
Welcome. Some very fancy.
It was very expensive. Just kidding, it was $5. And we have a big ass sandwich, so I'm hungry. You're hungry.
I'm ready.
We also have some topics that we're gonna talk about. So yeah. That's what we're doing. Okay, let's open the window. Not everything fucking falling.
We're having a lot of technical difficulties out in the wilderness today. It's just like our ancestors.
Is this what they do?
This is what they do.
It smells like kind of good.
It smells like wine.
It smells like grape peas. Oh god, don't scare me. Also, did we get these glasses at Dollar General like 5 seconds ago? Yes. And aren't they cute? You probably can't see them from that far away, but they're meant for like champagne most likely, but I knew you were gonna smell it. Beautiful. Stunning. Amazing.
Can I have a rumor?
I don't care.
That one's full.
Okay. Okay, I do want to start eating. Is that okay?
Yeah. Where's the lid?
ASMR out in the wilderness.
I'm scared.
Of what? Drinking it. What? You want to cheers?
Well, cheers.
Cheers to all the nice people that said really kind things in our last video. Seriously, it's really, really sweet. It means a lot to me, personally, when you guys are like nice, but
When you're on your best behavior.
but none of you are acting up. Are you kidding? That tastes like grape juice.
I don't know if anyone else gets this, but whenever I first drink, like my body naturally just kind of like spazzes out for a second. Challenges 2v2 tequila drinking competition.
I'm dead serious. Like, nobody could beat us. Okay. Yeah, do you want to open it?
Okay, we'll try.
So, let me get in a supreme sub. Yeah. Ham, turkey, roast beef, and cheddar cheese.
One French.
On a Frenchy boy. Let's go. What do you think? She's thick.
Alright, let's see if I can get some nice sounds going from this.
ASMR daddy.
Okay, I got it, I think. Yeah. Alright, there we go.
I feel like that line's really good. Beautiful. Amazing. Let's go.
Alright, we got the Big Daddy unwrapped. They did give us some condiments. We got a little mayo and mustard, but one of each seems a little...
Not enough for this big ass bitch.
Okay, I'm gonna pull a Jesus moment here. I'm gonna break this bread.
Let's
with
go.
all you fine people. Alright.
Amazing. I'll take this one. Okay. So, this looks so good, honestly.
I think we're just really hungry, but yeah, let's try some.
Okay, first bite. Cheers. Cheers.
I love all the meats.
It tastes like a sandwich.
Yeah. A little sub, a little wine action in the park, so that's what we're serving up today.
It's a fucking move, baby. But we have some topics. But yeah, so the first topic we want to talk about is moving. So, first of all, we moved in together in February, right?
Yeah, I think February. Yeah. End of February.
And we started dating in January. So, you know what? I think that's great.
I understand how there could be like a lot of hesitancy to like moving in together too quick, but we've known each other for such a long time. And I guess that's something that we can kind of get into here in a little bit. But yeah, we did move in together after only dating a couple months. To those of you that have tried it and are having success with it, we are too. So we're on the same boat. It's not for everybody, and it takes a lot of adjusting on both sides. Yeah, just because we're
mainly because we both live very differently,
and we were both really independent for so long too. Like, you have your own style of doing things, I have my own style of doing things. So.
Yeah, but it works for us, and we're really happy. So that's kind of all that fucking matters, really. But yeah, so we moved in. He moved into my place in February, and then our lease ran out in June.
End of June.
At the end of June. I was thinking it was May for some reason. Anyway, June. So I moved into this new place, which you guys have seen in some of my videos. I think the first one I did was the skincare one, and honestly, it is beautiful. It's amazing. I don't think we could have gotten a better place personally, and this is how I know manifestation works, because I saw the kitchen in one ad online and I was like, I want that kitchen, and guess what, bitch, it's mine now. So
it is really nice for an apartment. Everything's renovated, all the appliances are new,
especially compared to our last place.
Yeah, our last place was a garbage can.
Okay. It worked for me for a long time, but after you moved in, I was like, yeah, you're right, this place sucks. Which, I don't know if that's a good mentality to have, but the new place, in comparison to our old place, is so nice, is so clean.
It almost feels like an actual house.
It does feel like a house, yeah. Just, we have a downstairs and upstairs, so it's just really nice in general. So yeah, that's been us moving, adjusting to each other's living styles, and moving together by ourselves, which we wanted. We're not gonna be like, oh my god, we have to move by ourselves. We wanted to, but so yeah, that's been the last month. It's just us adjusting to our new living environment, and I couldn't be happier personally. But
me too.
Yeah, so
yeah,
that was our first topic, which kind of segues us pretty nicely into our sponsor of the day. We're just kidding. Into
it's wine.
We're sponsored by wine.
Sponsored by wine and turkey sandwiches.
Thanks, Walmart.
Thanks, Walmart.
For real though, our relationship. So I don't think I've talked about a relationship on my channel. If I have, I've just been I have a boyfriend. And we didn't really talk whenever you were on my last video about.
I just kind of showed up. I'm
you're like, hi, I'm Brian.
It's me. But
yeah, so we started dating in January.
So it hasn't been that long, but it feels like it's been a long time.
And also, not that much time.
No, yeah, at the same time.
Which is nice. But we've known each other for 10 years.
10 years is a long time. But I guess you want to talk about the origin, I guess.
Yeah.
So, you can go your side.
But what I was going to say is, because we've known each other for so long, it kind of was the first, green flag of being this could probably be a really great thing, because we're both really loyal and have been for 10 years to each other. So that was my first thing of being I trust you and I love you, so it was a natural progression into a relationship. But we met when I was in high school, so I was I'm pretty sure I was 17. At least we found old messages. In the messages I was 17, but I'm pretty sure we met when I was 16.
I'm not going to go with that one at all. We're going to say at least 17, just for legality.
But we met at these old parties I would go to in high school, and yeah, that's how we met. And it's pretty crazy that we kept in contact for so long. That seems like an anomaly, right?
I think so. Just the way that everything's kind of developed. Like, we did meet at some parties we used to go to, and we kind of live close to where we used to party now, so it's weird. It was just really strange. Like, it's kind of right down the road, but I don't know. Obviously, since you were younger, just want to address this. Like, I didn't ever really feel like engaging anything. Not like in a...
Because you're older than me.
Yeah, I'm a little bit older. Not by much. What, like 3, 4 years? 4.
When I was 17, you were 21, I think.
Mm-hmm. So naturally, I was just like, wow, this girl's really cute, but obviously maybe not something to explore. And I'm not saying you should like wait for somebody to turn 18, because I'm not like a fan of that.
But that's what I did.
That's what I did. That's not what I did. No, I definitely waited till we grew up and had like our own lives and interests and stuff. And then,
which is like really like respectful of me.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, like it just, the timing was always so off, just because like you're a really loyal person and I'm a really loyal person. So like if you were in a relationship, like, you know,
kind of we would out of relationships.
Yeah, we would like respect each other enough to like not interfere with the relationship and just kind of like, you know, stick to being friends. And like,
and we were really good friends for the whole time.
10 years, yeah.
Yeah.
And you lose touch every once in a while, but I mean, that's just kind of
like
how
there's something like really beautiful about, like, you're the only person I've ever had this with, which I'm like, what does this mean? I mean, it means we're soulmates, but you're the only person in my life that has like, you'll leave for like a year and then we'll like meet up again, and it's like we never stop
just
talking.
Like clicks again.
I've never had that with anybody, and so, and like even with friendships in general, like I always seem to have like 2 years of being really good friends with somebody, and then we both kind of drift apart.
Fades away.
So anyway, that's our relationship before our relationship. But yeah, I mean, how did we start dating?
I think,
first of all,
I think timing just was really good. Like right before the pandemic.
No, it was during.
It was during?
It was like end of last year.
But we started just like talking again because I felt like I had left, like, not been in contact with you as much, and so.
Oh, I don't know.
What is it?
Okay, so when I was dating, I wouldn't even say I was dating him, but I was dating this fucking crazy ass bitch, okay?
Oh, I remember.
It was like a 2-week relationship, anyway. It was bad. He's fucking psychotic, legit. Like an actual sociopath, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Like pathological liar. Anyway, I was seeing him. We went out to Dixon. I don't know if it's bad to say that. It's like, in the city we live in, it's like the party street. And I ran into you at a bar. And
yeah, He
had been dodging my text for like 2 months or something, like something ridiculous.
I don't know that I was dodging your text, but
he was dodging my text like every time. Literally happened like 3 times. Like I was like, I want to see you, like let's hang out. And he always like had an excuse for not hanging out. And I'm not a fucking idiot. Like I know that you were just like didn't want to see me.
I think I was just working a lot.
No. Anyway, we ran into each other at a bar and literally started crying in the middle of the bar together because I was like, dude, I need you in my life. I miss you. And like, that was kind of the tiny seed, I think, of us like falling in love, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I was the one that like saw you and was like, this bitch right here.
He thought I was ignoring him, and I fucking wasn't. I would never do that.
She walked right in and walked right past my table and went to the bar, and I was like,
I would never ignore you.
You're not gonna say anything. So I went up there and I was like, what's up?
And basically I was like, dude, you just like don't hang out with me anymore. And then
we went and had like a dinner because we wanted to talk. We wanted to see like what was going on with both of us, like what had maybe changed, like what you were wanting, how your views were, how my views were. So we went and got Thai food, yeah.
In that like really cute alleyway. Oh my god, so
we went and
romantic.
had Thai food, and we had a lot of sake. A lot of sake. And basically just put it all out on the table, you know, like you have certain like goals and stuff that you want to reach. Like I want certain goals and things, and it just seemed to line up. So we were just kind of both like,
we didn't like leave that dinner like dating, but we kind of were both like, okay, like we're gonna be in each other's lives like in a more substantial way.
Yeah, in one way or another.
And there is a story in here that we're not gonna tell. But the relationship got sexual, and then anyway, and for me personally, like we just started talking like so much more, and I just started seeing like sides of you that I didn't really notice or like acknowledge before, and I was like, bitch, I'm like falling for you, like what the fuck? Like I remember like you sent me like a voice memo like in Spanish, and I was like, I'm wet. And that's basically like how we started dating.
If any one of you are bilingual out there, please use your powers for your dating life. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, so I don't know, we just were like, dude, I want to date. You were like, dude, I want to date.
Yeah.
And it was like kind of bumpy, like getting into it. Like, also our first date was me getting my nipples pierced, so that was cool.
Yeah,
Started off with a bang.
that was a good way to see how adventurous it was going to be.
Yeah. And I really like do remember like getting in the car and being like, things are different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it didn't feel like it did before. And
it's just strange for anyone who's made like that jump from like
friendship
being friends, like to actually like trying a relationship. Like, there's always going to be stuff that just seems like different or like kind of wrong too, you know. It's like, should I be like doing this? But you know, I don't know, it was just so solid, and things have just like flourished like so naturally, like,
yeah,
you know,
everything just felt right, and it has felt right. Like there hasn't been a single moment for me anyway that I'm like, wait, what are we doing, you know?
yeah, it's
and
just,
I've never had that.
yeah, it's just, I think it really helped out to like lay out in the beginning like what we were looking for, like what we were gonna do, what we weren't gonna do, and just having those guidelines kind of like really helped out to see like, oh, like you're serious about this, like I'm serious about this. So yeah, so we'll see if we can't build something pretty amazing here in the future.
Yeah, but it's been like 7 months now, so
yeah, it's almost respectable enough for people to stop judging us.
but like this is another thing like that makes it so much nicer, like for me personally. Like we are both older, and so like of course a lot of people are like in our ear all the time about like, when are you gonna get married, when are you gonna have kids? And you know, to have like the ability to be like, even though we haven't dated that long, we've known each other for so long, so people can't really like delegitimize our relationship has been like really nice for me. Because I feel like people are constantly trying to do that to me and be like, oh, like, you know, you're just dating this guy, you haven't known him that long, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's what our relationship is. Is there anything else you want to say?
I'm happy.
Last moments. Yeah, we're both really happy, and we're not just saying that because we're on camera. And we have like, there's somebody with a gun behind us. We're so happy. I guess I'm gonna say a few things about like our life in general right now, and not to go into too much detail, but just about like where I'm at. First of all, I just stopped being on birth control, so I'm like baby crazy as fuck, which is not something we're gonna do. We're like, right? Oh my god.
Yeah. Sorry, we got the
South.
The derby going on in the background.
I really hope it's not that loud.
I don't even see them as a thing.
But yeah, so like mental health wise, I feel like I'm in like a really good place. Like I'm really trying to be like off all my medications and like just actually be myself for like the first time ever.
Yeah, you mentioned like you wanted to actually like see what it would be like to like feel the feelings that you feel like naturally, even if they suck sometimes. But
yeah, I don't want to be.
Yeah, better than being on something.
Yeah, I'm tired of being like influenced by like medication that affects my hormones, whether or not, you know. And it might be something that I'm like, I fucking hate this. I want to be back on birth control. But so far, like, I really like it. I really do feel like it's changed a lot of things for me I cry a lot more now. And I cramp, and that's about it.
We crying and cramping.
Yeah, like this is like funny, but like I texted him the other day from work, and I was just like, I'm crying because of how bad I want a baby. And I know it's because of my period, but it was funny. I know you got like a kick out of that.
I mean, I don't enjoy torturing you.
I like when you cry.
By not giving you a family, but like you mentioned, like we're trying to do everything like in our minds, like what would be like the smartest way possible, the right way. And there is, I mean, I don't know, there obviously is like an idea of like what a right way is, but we just want to make sure we have a couple things like in place, like set and kind of ready.
Stable.
Yeah, we both want to be like stable and happy and like our personal like.
And for me, I don't want to like repeat a lot of the same like generational mistakes that have been made in my family. So it's like really important for me to not like rush into anything like marriage or children. And so we're just being patient and building really.
Yeah, maybe in month 8 we'll get it done. I'm just
kidding. I'm pregnant.
No surprise.
But other than that, I want to start doing YouTube a lot more full time than I am right now. And it's been like hard for me because I'm in a job that makes it pretty easy to do that. But also like I feel like I'm constantly being advised to like find something better or like do more. And I'm trying to like ward off that and be like really happy with what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. And
that's been a struggle.
It's just hard to like when you feel like you need to change or like maybe
you're
like
not doing good enough.
Yeah, you're not. When you have those feelings and you constantly have people in your life, which if you do, by the way, get those people out of your life. Like stop listening to anyone who has anything negative to say about what you're doing because everyone's at a different level. Like everyone's trying maybe something new or like is in a transition and it's just.
And what? I'm just sick of other people like thinking that they know everything about your life or your job or your habits or like any of that. Like you know yourself better than anybody else. So like, that's just a fucking life lesson, honestly.
Yeah, but it's just really important to remember that like life moves at a much, much slower pace than what we see like on the internet or, you know, just anything like that. Like everything's just so quick these days with like, you get brand new information like every single day, every week you expect something different. So when your life doesn't have something brand new happening every day or every week, it's really easy to kind of get into like a negative mindset of like, well, maybe I'm not doing
enough. Or to compare to people like your same age or like, one thing I've noticed too, especially with like, when it comes to my job, is like, even like my parents, especially my grandparents, don't understand how different the workforce is than it was when they were my age. And like that's kind of something that this is going into a whole other tangent, but we're trying to stop like teaching other people about things. Like it's literally not our job to try to teach everybody everything all the time. So just like giving people the grace to be like, you know, they don't understand how different it is. Maybe they don't even understand what I do or what I want to do. Like just a lot of that, just misinformation, misunderstanding, and just like gaining confidence and reassurance that we're doing good.
Yeah.
And not needing validation from other people to think that about ourselves too.
Yeah. I mean, they came from a time where you could just like walk into a place and they'd be like, you're hired.
Yeah, or you could have a summer job and pay off tuition. Like that's
and buy a house.
Yeah.
And a car.
I think that was mainly my aspiration is just to get more into YouTube and devote more time into it. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Our last topic is kind of like the world in COVID. Because
we're gonna talk about the big old COVID right now. So
we have a lot, I think, from where we come from, like divisive opinions about the vaccine and about COVID. And it's been, if anybody can relate, please comment down below. Like I'd love to have conversations about this with anybody and everybody. Like, but we live in Arkansas, which is a state that has a very like alarming high rate of people like having COVID, especially recently. Like they've just skyrocketed, and it's really because like so many of the people who live here don't believe in vaccinations and think it's fucking psychotic. Like we have people who think like conspiracy theories about it, think that they're tracking you, think that they're like a bunch of crazy fucking shit, like they're trying to kill us.
Yeah, they're trying to kill us through COVID.
Like
Things like that.
people who just truly like are just ignorant and think that it's against their like American rights to be vaccinated, and just a bunch of like honestly like things that are hurting a lot of people and drawing this out a lot more than it needs to. And so yeah, get vaccinated. That's like our main fucking point.
Yeah, we both got vaccinated. I think like as soon as we got the opportunity to.
You were March and I was April.
For our age range, yeah. But really, guys, what it comes down to is like we have a lot of people we care about in our family and our friends, and not all of them are, as healthy as they could be, or they're just like young children or things like that.
Older.
Yeah, or like a lot older. And personally, for me, and I think for Shelp too, like we just would hate to see us give them something.
Setting the boundary of like there are consequences to not getting vaccinated.
Like if your reasons for not getting vaccinated are like, you're at risk, or you have an illness or something like that, or you just can't. Like I understand that to an extent, but if your main thing is just like government conspiracies or it's infringing on your rights, like I don't know. There might be something I'm missing, but I just don't really see that, Like, it just seems selfish. I genuinely appreciate anybody who has been vaccinated.
Yeah, thank you guys. Like, seriously.
Seriously, you guys are...
We, like, applaud anybody that we find out. We're like, let's fucking go. And also, like, neither of us studied medicine. Neither of us are doctors. We don't understand.
We're not doctors.
We don't understand, like, pathology or any of that. Like, I literally don't even understand vaccinations in general. That's kind of not the fucking point. Most of the people who either believe these conspiracy theories or are like, I'm American, I can do what I want, are so fucking uneducated. And I don't care to argue. I don't care to, like, have a debate with those people because they're also not fucking doctors. So that's my main thing. I'm like, unless you studied this shit, get the fuck out of my face. Oh, you're not a doctor. Okay, I don't care what your opinion is.
Yeah, I just don't like the people shaming people for getting vaccinated, because we've seen a lot of that.
Like, we've heard comments of like, oh, you're saving so many lives, like that kind of shit. And like, honestly, that's like just a maturity thing. That is just so immature to like have the opinion of like trying to make people feel insecure for trying to do the right thing for a majority. Mm-hmm. Like,
it's the same people, and this is one thing, little tangent that I want to go off onto, is like, these same people are the ones that have told us things like, oh, you're saving so many lives, are the same people who stand there smoking their cigarettes, drinking God knows what, eating McDonald's, which I love fast food, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's like, you're putting so many more toxins in your body that you don't even know. Like,
all of those things are also mass-produced. Like, if you're going to go into like the manufacturing and production of the things that we consume, like, you should probably be looking into a lot of the things you consume and not just a vaccination. Hello?
Right.
If somebody's like, you're not doing enough, and they're not getting vaccinated, and they're not wearing their mask, genuinely ask them, what are you doing that's working? What are you doing that's working? Because I want to help. If you have wisdom, if you have tips, and you want this to be over so badly, what the fuck are you doing?
One thing I love about our relationship is we can just bounce off. I mean, we are very like-minded, which really helps out, really helps out, but I feel like we can just bounce off ideas off of each other, and that's one that we did talk about, was like, if you don't believe in the vaccine, you don't believe that masks work and all that stuff, then genuinely, what are you doing that you, in your opinion, sounds like it's helping? Yeah, because I really would like to know. And unfortunately, and
you're not gonna have an answer.
This is biased because we've run into them most of the time. They don't have anything, but these are the same people going to Florida and doubling Florida's, like, COVID cases, right? Like Florida.
We're planning a cruise.
Yeah, Florida has like 20% of the newest COVID cases in the most recent month. Like, that's insane. But we know a lot of people that just go and party in Florida for a weekend, like once a month.
And this is like the scariest.
They're not vaccinated.
Yeah, this is the scariest thing we noticed. Like, we have a pretty, like, close-knit family, like, especially on my side. And the people who aren't vaccinated are the people who are traveling.
I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that are the same way as us and at least try to have that conversation. But it's hard. It really is hard to try to get to some people, especially when they're just straight up on the conspiracy theory side. Like, I just never thought we'd get to a point where we would, like, be fighting science. Like, the same people who have these opinions are the ones that got, like, D's in science class. I'm not trying to shame anyone who had, like, bad grades in science, but it seems like the ones we're engaging now are, like, the ones that didn't even give science a chance.
It's just ignorance, selfishness, and misinformation, honestly.
I don't know. I feel like we're
beating a dead horse.
Yeah, we're beating a dead horse. So just last thing, just get vaccinated if you can.
Even if like this video makes like one person get vaccinated.
Yeah. If you end up getting vaccinated from this video, let us know. I don't know what we'll do for you.
We'll send you a sticker.
We'll send you a letter or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But,
yeah, I think that's about it. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I think we're good. Just, I really appreciate anybody who does come and watch our videos. I love being a part of them. I really don't know what I'm doing, but it's nice seeing Shelby be so happy with the interaction she gets from a lot of you guys. Like, and you guys are really nice on what you've been saying, and I'm honestly really surprised by like the positive outlook on it, because I don't like the internet. I feel like I'm one of the people that like can't handle the internet, so I just try not to be on it. But you seem to have a really good community who really cares about you, so props to you guys. And hopefully we'll be able to come out with like just new fun content for you guys. Like, this girl has ideas out the wazoo.
I have literally a list long enough to last me like 3 years. Like if I was to make a video every single week, I'm set. It's just actually having the time and the resources to do that. But
we're getting a little more settled now, so you're definitely going to have a lot of chances to get a lot of these cool ideas out. And like, I don't know, I'm excited for you. Like,
it's going to be fun.
It'll be fun. And I'll help out with what I can.
Yeah, right.
I'll be the guinea pig.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Sorry if you hate eating sounds.
And COVID talk.
Yikers. I guess I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Okay. I don't know if I hope that video